Alright guys, gals, friends, family, Steve Patton with General Patton Bushcraft back with you with another super exciting video. Today's video is Alone Frozen Season 1 Episode 4 titled Bone Cold. Let's get right into it, and they start with 39 days left. We got 4 people remaining. Wonia, 45 from California. We got Callie, 34 from Montana. Amos, 41 from Indiana. And we have Michelle. Where is she? Let's see, Michelle's 47 from Maine. All right, here we go. Wonia starts off with showing us the world's biggest sweater, friends, and we learned that sweater did not count against her 10 items that she's allowed to bring. She starts taking the threads apart on that sweater, and she's using the yarn to mark where her traps are, where her snares are. So really smart, really good on Wonia. And she gets a rabbit. Okay, she sees some rabbits sign, and we learn on the show that you can snare fox. It's about 35 degrees. And we move on to Callie, and Callie tells us that she's on her period, friends. So they're allowed to bring supplies related to that with their medical equipment, friends. So Callie's gonna have to rough it out, and she gets up and she makes a really cool grouse trap. Friends, she takes some long poles, slender lodge poles, and makes a funnel, drives them into the ground, takes some cordage and ties around it, takes some spruce boughs and lines this funnel. She has a landing stick on top, friends, that can spin like a propeller on an airplane. And then she has some bunch berries and some grass up there to draw in the grouse. And the way the trap works is the grouse is to land on the stick. The stick will spin like a propeller. The grouse will fall down to the bottom where it's bunched up and will not be able to spread its wings and get out of the trap. Awesome trap by Callie. And so her strategy is passive food procurement, letting these traps work for her while she's conserving calories, friends. And she calls that thing the Grouse Getter 2000. We'll see if it works. All right. Show goes on to Amos now, and we learned that Amos has so far in 12 days he's eaten mussels, bunch berries, some seaweed, and 1 snowshoe rabbit. Okay, his strategy is to get up and hunt for bear. He wants to get some big game, friends. All right, and he tells us how fun it is and what a thrill it is to hunt with the homemade bow that he made. He tells us that he upped the poundage on his bow, and he upped the weight on his arrows because he wants a bear, friends. We learned that these black bears have a swipe force of 560 pounds, friends. All right, he snares a snowshoe. He's happy and thankful for that snowshoe rabbit, but he really wants a bear, so good on Amos. All right, friends, while Amos was checking those trap lines, the snare lines, he runs into a bear den, friends. Great smell of bear urine. He finds bear scat all outside the den. He finds a lot of bones where the bear's kitchen was. He finds some skulls and stuff. He doesn't see a bear, friends, so we'll see how that plays out. That bear den is 1/3 of a mile away from Amos's camp, and we know that those black bears can smell carcass 18 miles away. We'll see what happens. Amos is eating that rabbit at the camp, friends, so we'll see. All right, Michelle now. We get to see Michelle. She's 47 from Maine. And early in the morning, we don't know what is going on with that fishing line. She creates this big old net mess with the fishing line, and she spends all morning fixing that fishing line. She gets it cleaned up, and her strategy for the day is fishing. On the way down to the water, she's checking traps, and I'll be doggone if she doesn't find a Canada jay, a dead jaybird on the beach. Hey, she picks it up, scavenges it up, and cleans it, eats it. Nothing wrong with it. So good on Michelle for finding that Canada jay. She said the meat is kind of tough, but tastes really good. All right, back to Callie now, eating salty ice. She has a big square piece of ice. She says it's like potato chips, salty chips, and really crunchy. She checks her trap lines and nothing. She hasn't seen a grouse in over a week. And she talks about the first time on the show versus the second time on the show, friends. And we learned that it's a lot harder on the second show because you remember all the damage that you did to your body on that first show, friends. And so it's in the back of your mind. It's easy to tap. All right, over to Wonia now. And it's laundry day for Wonia. She's down at the shoreline washing her clothes, making them smell good. She checks her trap lines, and she tells us how starvation really messed up her teeth on the last season that she was on. She stayed a long time out there, friends, and she lost all the enamel on her teeth, 18 cavities, 2 crowns. I didn't realize that, friends, how starvation really messes up your feet. But Wonia gets a rabbit, so good on Wonia. She's got food for that day. Good on her. All right, back to Callie. 37 days left. It's about 31 degrees. She's checking the trap line, spooks a grouse, shoots the grouse, cleans and eats the grouse that evening. She waits all day. She wants a full stomach before she goes to bed, I think, friends. So good on Callie. And now, here we go. 36 days left. Back to Amos. He's checking the snares. Hunts the bear. He's hunting for bear. And wow, Amos finds that grouse that he shot earlier, friends. If you guys remember, he shot that grouse. That grouse flew off with the arrow. He finds the grouse stuck in a tree. A bunch of birds have been pecking on this dead grouse, and he finds his arrow. The arrow went clean through that bird, and the bird flew off. He found the bird and the arrow, friends. While he's doing all that, he spooks up another grouse, shoots once, misses it, shoots again, and he gets the grouse. And good on Amos. They end the show by showing all the contestants that are left. 4 of them. We got 3 ladies and we got 1 gentleman. Okay, we got Callie, Michelle, Wonia, and Amos. We got 4 people left. They're showing us the shelters. It's getting very windy. It's getting very wet and cold. And Amos's shelter doesn't look very good to me. Michelle's shelter looks the best to me. All right, friends. Before you leave the channel, please hit that subscribe button and bang that bell icon. And in that drop-down menu, do select all, friends. If you like this video, give the video a like, friends. Leave me a comment. Let me know who you think's gonna win out of Wonia, Callie, Michelle, or Amos. These 4 left, friends. Let me know. Hey, we might have a couple of winners. All right, friends. As always, God is good. God is great. I'll see y'all on the next video because we already got a date.